Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
What? 380! 56 is the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey. 12. Back. 64.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. 14. Kill. Watch 20.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike 56. Hey, here I come. Good job right there. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Come on, fellas.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, goal 66. 72.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, goal 66.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Mike 35. Hey, let's get this.
Hey, second.
Here's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. That's baby side.
Alpha. Second, reload.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch twins. Watch twins. Tighten up.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Shadow.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Wait, set. Run 80. Run 80.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
No. Go 50.
Switch.
Hey, Alabama.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Motion.
Go 50.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike by 4.
53's in now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
When he hit. 380 hit.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down, Buccaneers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Sugar.
This is Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wait, set. 380.
Hey, watch the slant. Bang, 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 bang.
Chopper, chopper. 53 Linda.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, that kid reads traps. Let's go.
Check it, reload.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
To throw, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 35.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
35's the Mike. Come to my work.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Come to my work.
Full bandit.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
They get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Break. 280. 54 Mike. I don't think you got it, sir. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Fight. 380. Mike 5-4. Here we go, here we go. Check it backer, check it backer. Look for signal. Good cut.
A first down carry now for Miller. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Let's go, you tighten up.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get gun. Gun. He don't want it. Mike's 54.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Again, Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To throw again is Wilson. He's got the hook up to Miller. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Lamar Miller, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's the backup Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Wait, 20! Mike 50! Hey, come on.
The final shot before half for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They find some open field here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Sack City, baby.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike 30.
finds the mic. I got you. I got you. Hey, hey!
Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Alert.
Now a play fake. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
You don't know no better. Regular.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, Foxtrot. Right to the end.
From the gun, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
What? 590. 56 is the mic. Coming to you.
On first down, it's Carson. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Blue 15. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 40.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curve. Switch it.
I'll go special.
Check. 80 weapons. Check.
On the counter, it's Miller. And some room to run now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check. Switch.
Here's Carson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike's 56. You get
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Wait, set. 380.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go. 72.
54.
Hey, 66.
Brady now to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
6 guys. Check 6.
14, run it.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 15-yard line.
Green 80.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check. Hey, alert.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Brady. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Mike 35.
Throwing now is Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got Evans. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Miller. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
He'll look to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Brady, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Smooth. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Hey, ball 66.
Back to throw. Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So 3rd down becomes even harder. Now it's going to go back 5 to 3rd and 15. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.